In this video, we'll take a look at some of the more common issues you may encounter while using the GPU engine of VRay. First, we will look into what kind of hardware is supported by the VRay GPU engine, then issues related to the memory and how to address them on our own. Next, how the drivers may be related to some of the issues we are experiencing. And finally, issues related to the scene itself and the error known as Cuda 700. It is important to start by clarifying that the GPU engine, called VRay GPU, is a separate engine from the standard VRay engine utilizing the CPU. This means that it has its own unique requirements and specifics. Some of the issues you may encounter are also unique to it, and in this video, we'll see how they can be approached. First, let's take a quick look at the most essential point: if the workstation has a supported graphics card. To render on the VRay GPU engine, you must have a graphics card from any of the currently supported architectures or models. For precise information, please refer to the System Requirements page of the documentation and the Hardware Recommendations article, a link to which can be found further down this page. In short, only NVIDIA graphics cards can be utilized by the VRay GPU engine currently. The engine has two modes, CUDA and RTX modes. The RTX mode makes use of dedicated ray tracing hardware to speed up rendering, found in the Turing, Ampere, and Ada Lovelace generation cards. If your workstation does not have a supported graphics card and the CPU is not being selected as a rendering device for the CUDA mode, the following error will be shown. Next, let's take a look at one of the most common issues you can encounter while using the VRay GPU engine, namely that of insufficient memory. VRay needs a device to compute the rendering operation. For the CPU engine, this would be the CPU, also called processor. The GPU engine, on the other hand, would require a graphics card. The difference is where each one uploads the project's data. While the CPU engine does that onto the RAM, the VRay GPU utilizes the graphics card's own memory, called VRAM. Usually, graphics cards have a lower memory pool, and if the project file becomes too complex, the available memory could prove to be insufficient. If this happens, when a rendering operation is attempted, you are likely to see a message which states, "Unable to allocate enough memory, could not allocate buffer size, or could not allocate texture buffer." When we talk about project complexity, we refer to the data it contains, and the two things which have the most impact on this are the textures and the geometry. In such cases, we must resort to optimization. Consider what you have used in the project and take the appropriate measures. For example, let's say you have used the VRay Fur tool quite heavily. You might want to try and disable the fur geometry and start a new render. If it all goes successfully, then it's best to optimize the fur first by enabling the level of detail switch, as well as to consider lowering the amount parameter as well. The next and most common solution is to optimize the textures. Often we use textures without considering their size, and overabundance of high-resolution textures is a very common mistake. Fortunately, there is a one-click solution to this, the resize functionality. With it, you can control the compression of the textures and lower the memory consumption drastically, thus allowing your project to once again fit within your graphics card's memory. That being said, an expanded list of optimization recommendations can be found in the article called Memory Usage Optimizations for GPU Rendering. You can find a link to it further down this article. Another common issue, which VRay GPU users may encounter, is using incorrect GPU drivers versions. While VRay GPU will work with most of the more recent NVIDIA drivers, it is always preferred to use the version recommended on our website for optimal performance and compatibility. Using very outdated drivers, however, may cause VRay to be unable to render with the GPU engine, and the user will be notified through a warning message, such as this one. The RTX mode is even more susceptible to this, and an error message labeled 7900 optics may appear. In any case, upon encountering an issue while trying to render with the VRay GPU engine, always make sure to check if you are using the recommended NVIDIA drivers version recommended by Chaos. Finally, we will take a look at the Cuda Error 700 message. This error is not precise and may indicate a number of things. The best course of action would be to test if this is happening with another project file. Ideally, an additional test with a newly created empty project should be done as well. If this is reproducible with every file, the issue may be caused by an incorrect version of the drivers, or the hardware itself may be malfunctioning. If you are able to reproduce the error only with a specific file, then there is likely an issue with the file itself. It could be caused by insufficient memory, or perhaps the project itself contains a problematic asset. If you are using the recommended NVIDIA drivers, and you have attempted to optimize the file to consume less memory, and the error is still reproducible, please make sure to contact the Chaos support team so that your issue can be thoroughly investigated.